Dr. Rajan Prasad.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. E ngā rangatira katoa o Pasifika, ka nui te mihi kia koutou no reira tēnā koutou, a tēnā koutou, a tēnā koutou katoa. It is a pleasure, Mr. Speaker, for me to take a call in what is a historical debate in this chamber in the presence of our Pacific politicians, participants and political leaders. It is especially significant for me, Mr. Speaker, as a Pacific-born Indian, as a Fijian, a person who lived there, grew up there, received the wisdom of the people of Fiji, and from a family with a long history and tradition to Fiji, and that is what I brought to New Zealand years ago, and which is what sustains me here. Those of us who are from the Pacific can never be from anywhere else. So for that reason, it's a special pleasure. I want to acknowledge all of you who are here and welcome you warmly and add my weight to others who have already welcomed you. In particular, however, I want to acknowledge the 5 participants from Fiji. These are young people and they represent the future of Fiji. This will be the new leaders, and I know your task is more difficult than those you sit alongside at the moment, but know that you, in this Parliament and in the time you are here, are warmly welcomed and will be as warmly supported as you need to be. And I know that you will pick up much to take back to our homeland and contribute to what needs to be done there. Mr. Speaker, I also acknowledge all those who have worked hard to make this particular forum possible. Those who started in 2006 and those like John Hayes and the present Social Service the Foreign Affairs and Trade Select Committee who have made this possible, together with the officials who have made it possible as well. Mr. Speaker, what I value most as a Member of Parliament and as a New Zealander is the ability of citizens to decide who is going to govern them and then to change them if they are not performing. And sometimes that's called democracy, but it is the ability of people who are ruled to decide who is going to be their government. I have heard it said that sometimes that democracies are a Western concept designed for a different environment and not relevant everywhere. I do refute that, that the system of people deciding who will rule them and when to throw them out belongs to the people. There is much more that goes alongside a bureaucracy, a democracy. And when a democratic system does not work, we try to find out what it is, what are the reasons for it not working, and change those. We don't change the system, because there is no other system that I know of that produces the kind of results that democracies produce, that enable people to access their rights, etc. So for that reason, Mr. Speaker, I support democracies and I support a system where people rule. Some democracies are confused with the workings of government. The workings of government are not necessarily equal to democracies. They are quite different concepts. And if governments don't work, they change the government. That does not mean that democracies have not worked. And, Mr. Speaker, democracy represents many things, but certainly it's the sum total of all of the institutions that have been developed to enable the people to choose a government on the basis of the policies and manifestos they have put forward. It includes a clean electoral system, a system of voting where all votes are equal, a predictable transition when governments change, a free media, an independent judiciary, proper separation of powers, a military that is totally subjected to the will of Parliament, effective agencies to provide public services, and a system for people to access their rights. Those are the tools. And when those things work together, which is the case in New Zealand, then in this chamber we can debate any issue. We can argue with each other. We can go out and still be friends. But knowing the government is being held accountable, the opposition has a role. So the gift of democracy is a huge one. And if there is a gift that New Zealand has to offer, it is to demonstrate its democracy. And today, tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, that is what we will be doing, demonstrate our democracy to you. What I regret is that the country of my birth is still struggling with this. not through the actions of the people who elect governments, nor the governments
I'm sorry
that
to
are
interrupt
elected,
the honourable
but
member. Call to Euro Flavel.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker.